Hello, and happy Thursday to all of our friends at St. Luke's Presbyterian Church. I'm Carol Perry, and my family and I have been church members at St. Luke's for I think about 22 years and have raised our 4 children going to St. Luke's. In addition, I have the joy of being a member of the church staff in my role as director of St. Luke's Little Saints Preschool and Kindergarten. And it's my turn to get to have a little daily check-in with our St. Luke's family. So I have 3 thoughts today that I wanted to share with you regarding the very reason why we are doing video check-ins. We are in a bit of a crisis right now, and this is one of the ways that is helping me deal with it. And I wanted to share that with you. First of all, I'm going to draw on a quote from Shakespeare, which says, "Nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so." This quote from Shakespeare has gotten me through a lot in my life, but boy, is it even right at this moment, because this virus is bad and there are a lot of bad things that are connected to it. How can my thinking change any of that? Well, let's see. I have some family members who are in the medical field, so they are directly working in hospitals and certainly where there is exposure. I have a friend who is in the ICU with a confirmed case and a bad case of the virus. And I have another friend, she and her husband are self-quarantined and isolated with every symptom they are experiencing as they know they have this bad virus. Again, it's bad. What possible good can be coming out of this? With that thought, I'm reminded of what our senior minister shared with us in one of his early emails and reach outs to us as a congregation. David Lower wrote, "While God did not create this virus, he can be seen in the very midst of it." And I apologize, David, I might be paraphrasing you a little bit, but you had a beautiful paragraph to that effect, and in maybe perhaps my paraphrasing, that is what has risen to the top for me. Certainly God did not create this virus. However, we can see him if we look for him. So there is the matter of my family in the hospitals. They are anxious to get to work. They are interested in helping the people that they are seeing. There is a lot of good in that. My friend who is currently in the ICU sent a text through his wife saying that the ICU is crazy right now, and for all of us to please keep the doctors and nurses in our prayers because they are working so hard. There's a lot of good in that message coming from someone who is truly suffering from this virus. Regarding my friend, whom I am only having text messages, she continues with every thought to be joyful and positive, and asking about my family, and asking about events going on in my life, and always wrapping up any texting conversation with "God is good," and to stay safe and to stay healthy. So there's a lot of good in that, as she and her husband completely isolated, keeping joy, looking for joy in any way that she can. I think those are 3 really wonderful messages from some personal people that I know who are traversing this situation. I know that at this time we're feeling isolated. I'm actually working remotely. I'm in Houston, Texas, staying with one of our daughters and her husband. And it's hard to be separated from my children in other parts of the country. And it's hard to be separated from you all, my church family. And so now I'm reminded of the third thing that has often gotten me through a lot. And that is something that my mom and I settled on many years ago when we were feeling sad about being separated. And this was so many years ago that there was no video connection. Long distance calls cost a lot of money, so you were very careful about that. And my young family, we were not picking up and flying to see my mom and vice versa, like I'm more accustomed to nowadays with my family. And we realized that if she was with God and I was with God and God is ever present, then we could not be separated from one another. I'm hoping that that light thought is helpful, perhaps a little bit for somebody out there who might be feeling isolated. We are all together. We are in the palm of God's hand together. And I'm so grateful that He knows the stars in the sky, the number of them, the names of them. He knows the numbers of hairs on our heads. He knows us all by name. I can't even comprehend how great our God is, and I'm so grateful to be worshiping in a community that believes this as well. I am no minister. I have no formal training in this. I hope my little examples of seeking the good in the midst of this bad, how our thought about it can perhaps bring more joy to our daily lives and to those around us, is a little bit helpful right now in this moment. I do a few things to help perk myself up. I've got my mom's pearl earrings on, and I've got my St. Luke's family t-shirt on, and I'm just very, very grateful for the way our church is connecting us all together constantly. And I'm really, really happy to know that if you are with God and I'm with God, that we really cannot be separated. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to checking in with you again at another time. Bye-bye.